Are you deciding between Layla and Leesa? If so, you've come to the right video. I'm going to be telling you what's similar about these two mattresses, what's different, and I'm going to go over what you really need to be thinking about to pick one over the other, so stay tuned. Let's talk about what's similar between these two mattresses. Number one, they're both 10 inches tall. They're both all foam mattresses. They both incorporate memory foam somewhere in the mattress. You have the top layers of the flippable Layla mattress or in the second layer with the Leesa, and they both do a good job of addressing the issue of sleeping hot. Let's talk about what's different between these two mattresses. Number one, the Layla is flippable, so it contains a firm side and a soft side, whereas Leesa just has the one firmness. Number two is the placement of the memory foam. Layla has it on top, no matter which side you're on. Leesa has it in the second layer. So the feel is going to be different. Layla has that true classic slow-moving memory foam feel, whereas Leesa has more of a balanced foam feel, where it's a little bit easier to move around. There's also going to be some firmness differences here as well. Now let's talk about the construction of both mattresses and what the differences are. Starting with the cover, not too different with each one. They're both soft, have a nice texture to them. They're pretty thin as well, so it's not going to really affect the overall feel. But moving on to the mattresses now, with the Layla, you'll have the soft side, which is 3 inches of copper-infused memory foam, very squishy, soft material. Then you have 2 inches of a transition foam, then the base layer, and then 1 inch of that copper-infused memory foam again, which would be the firm side. You just have to flip that over. With the Leesa, you have 2 inches of Avena foam, which is a latex-like foam. It's pretty bouncy, quick to respond to pressure. Then you have 2 inches of memory foam underneath that, and then a base layer. So the feel is going to be quite different. You're gonna sink in, really have that true memory foam feel with the Layla. Definitely squishy, softer overall. So you're gonna feel like you sleep more in the Layla than you do with the Leesa. It's a little bit firmer here. You have a little bit more bouncy experience, more of a balanced foam feel, where you're gonna feel more like you sleep on the mattress rather than in. So there's definitely some feel differences. Even if you have the firm side on the Layla, it's gonna be more of that kind of memory foam feel. So as far as breathability is concerned, I think both do a pretty good job of addressing this issue. You can see on the Avena foam, there's actually holes punched into the foam. So that's just gonna allow a lot of air to flow through. And the Layla has a thermogel infused cover. It also uses copper in the memory foam, which helps to draw heat away. So they're both gonna do a pretty good job of being breathable. And as far as durability is concerned, it should be about the same. We can't really test that, but from my experience, I think it should be about the same. So there really are gonna be some pretty substantial feel differences. Breathability, I would maybe give the edge to Leesa just by a little bit. I think durability should be about the same. Now let's talk about differences in firmness and feel. As far as firmness is concerned, I put the Layla soft side at about a 5.5 out of 10, and the firm side an 8 out of 10. I put the Leesa here at about a 6.5 out of 10, so I definitely think that the Layla is softer on the soft side than the Leesa is, and firmer on the firm side. I think most people will want to be on the soft side, so generally I think that the Layla is softer than Leesa, and Martin on my team agrees, so we'll be talking about that later in this video. As far as feel is concerned, it's really just a difference of a more balanced foam feel with the Leesa versus a true sinking in, slow moving memory foam feel with the Layla. So if you want to really just sink into your mattress, that's kind of what you get with the Layla. If you want a little bit more of a responsive, easier to move around sleeping surface, that's more what you get with the Leesa. So really just understand the true memory foam feel versus more of a balanced foam feel that still has pretty good pressure relief, but it's just easier to move around and you don't sink into it as much. So we've been talking about construction differences, and I've given my subjective opinion about firmness and feel. Now we want to give you an objective test that shows you exactly how well each mattress relieves pressure. To do that, we have a pressure map, and I lie down on my back, side, and stomach, and if we throw up the results here, you'll see anywhere from blue to no pressure all the way up to red to high pressure. So in this particular case, you'll see that the Layla does have less red. So I think in this case, between the two, it actually relieves pressure just a little bit better, which to me makes sense. It has nice memory foam on top, and the soft side is softer than the Leesa, so that makes sense to me.
Hey guys, Martin here to offer a different perspective. Joe's 5'9", 160, I'm 6'7", 230. Definitely a different body type, and you should think about that when you're looking at a mattress. So we have the Layla here today and the Leesa. So starting with the Layla, I thought it was a 6 out of 10 in terms of firmness. For the Leesa, I thought it was more like a 7.5 out of 10 for firmness. So Joe and I both agreed that the softer of the two mattresses would be the Layla. On the Layla, on my side, really nice pressure relief on my shoulder and on my hips. On my back, nice overall support, maybe need a little bit more. On the stomach though, definitely didn't get enough support. I felt myself kind of bowing in there at the hips. Over on the Leesa, a little bit of pressure on my shoulders and my hips, okay pressure relief, but still a little bit of firmness. On my back, good overall support. On my stomach, I still needed more support so I wouldn't kind of bow in like that. So comparing these two mattresses, if you're my size and you're a side sleeper, I would lean towards the Layla. If you're my size and you're a back sleeper, I would lean towards the Leesa. However, if you're my size and a stomach sleeper, you might need something firmer overall, even more supportive than the firm side of the Layla.
If you sleep with a partner, there's two additional things you may want to consider when looking at a mattress: motion isolation and edge support. Motion isolation is basically, if your partner's moving around on that side of the bed, is that motion going to be isolated or is it going to transfer over to you and bother you at night? Edge support is basically, can you sit on the edge of the bed, tie your shoes without falling off, or can you sleep all the way towards the edge of the bed without feeling like you're going to fall off? So this particular case, motion isolation, I would give the advantage to Layla. The memory foam on top just does a very good job of isolating motion. As far as edge support is concerned, I think because the Leesa is a little bit firmer, it just seems to do a little bit better of a job as far as edge support is concerned. Now let's talk about who should pick the Layla over the Leesa and who should pick the Leesa over the Layla. As far as the Layla is concerned, I think if you're looking for something that's softer, it's definitely the softer of the two. If you're a side sleeper, I think it relieves pressure. You'll see that it relieves pressure better on the side with the pressure map results, a little bit less red than the Leesa was. So if you're looking for more of a memory foam feel where you slowly sink in and you're sleeping more in the mattress rather than on top of the mattress, that's more of the feel that you get here. As far as the Leesa is concerned, it is firmer than the Layla, other than the firm side. So I think if you're looking for something that's a little bit firmer, more of like an average firmness, this is going to be a more appropriate choice for you. I think if you're a back and stomach sleeper, overall the support's going to be just a little bit more. And also if you're looking for more of a balanced foam feel where you get nice pressure relief, but it's also easier to move around, it responds to pressure more quickly, more of a balanced foam feel, that's more what you get with the Leesa. So hopefully I've given you a good overview of what the similarities and differences are between these two mattresses. I think the firmness and the feel differences are pretty big, so I think the choice should be pretty clear. But if that's not the case, all you have to do is just leave a comment below and I can give you a personal recommendation or answer any question that you may have. And if you're just getting started with your research, I'd encourage you to check out our website at mattressclarity.com. If you want to see a list of our top picks, you can simply Google Mattress Clarity Best Mattress. And once again, let me know if you have any questions.